told by a lot of the mental health professionals they're not returning, though. So in initial trauma, they did, but not returning. So I'm really excited to see in our community the future of having that trauma center where people can go when they're going through trauma, when they're dealing with trauma, and it's right in our community. Number 3, treatment is often less accessible to Black people. Harris says untreated mental illness is another cause of increased suicide rates among Black people. In addition to stigma, there are many reasons that Black people don't get help that they need for mental health issues. Number 4, Black people continually face racism and discrimination. The murder of George Floyd in 2020 sparked nationwide protests against racism in the United States, which Black people have faced for centuries. For many Black Americans, Harris says, Floyd's murder was a tipping point for increased amounts of rates of anxiety and depression related to anxiety. I said 5, but guess what? Oh, so 5, the number didn't say. It said many Black people are frequently exposed to violence. And everything that I've been researching, the more violence, being exposed to violence consistently and constantly is a factor, can be a factor in a person deciding they don't want to live anymore. So those of you out there who have children and you are exposing them to violence and you on the phone talking about what you're going to do to somebody or jumping out the car, you are affecting your children and you're affecting people around you. We're going to get into more of that next week, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll talk about it. Let me tell you about the ones who are paying the bills, and then I'm going to throw it over to the station for them to do it. That says 1251. Am I right? Is that right? We're at 1251. I want to talk about Hobson's, the Dr. Dry Cleaning located. In your time of need, but that's my next sponsor. Listen, folks, in your time of need, when those clothes need done, I'm going over today, I went to go pick up, and I was driving my Volkswagen, my Beetle. I got a little Beetle. And I pick up my boys from school on most days, and I forgot. They can barely fit in the Beetle. When I bought the Beetle, both of the boys could fit in there, and we could go. They can't, so one of them has to lay across the back seat. So I couldn't pick up my clothes. Internet just came back up. Go figure. Hey, it wasn't our fault. I want to thank the team for making it happen. And so go over to Hobson's, 874 East Delavan. And, of course, Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home. Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home, 347 Peckham, 2528 Bailey, 1275 Sycamore. This week, they took care of so many families. The ones I have in front of me are the Smetana family, the Cable family, or Cabell family, and the Washington family. I gave you all of the other news and views and what's happening around in our area. So find something to do and do it. But again, thank you to Hobson's, the Dr. Dry Cleaning, and Brian K. Lewis Funeral Home. Until next week, I'm throwing it over to the station. We say power to the people.
Power to the people.